Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you how to make this crocheted ice skate ornament or applique. This is just an applique. I don't have an ornament attachment, but for this tutorial I'll show you how to attach any type of cord behind it so you can make it into an ornament. If not, you can put this on a bag or on a greeting card. So for this pattern, you'll need 4 medium weight yarn. I'm using basic acrylic yarn for the white, and then I'm using more of a cotton yarn for the black and the gray. I'll link the exact yarns and colors that I use in my blog post, which is linked in the description. You'll also need a 5mm crochet hook, tapestry needle, felt if you're going to put backing on it, and then a hot glue gun and glue sticks. And that is it. Let's get started. We are going to start with white at the bottom of the ice skate here and then work our way up to the top, and then we'll be adding in the black and the gray later on. So we'll start with white and your 5mm crochet hook, and you will chain 15. Okay, and then for row 1, you will single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and then single crochet going all the way across for row 1. When I get towards the end of the row, I like to tuck the tail back and then stitch the tail into the work. So tuck it back and then stitch it into the work. Just kind of saves you some time from having to weave it back in later on. Okay, and then for row 2, you'll chain 1 and turn, and then single crochet going across. Once you get to the last stitch, you're going to increase in that last stitch. So you'll put 2 single crochet in that last stitch. 1 and 2. And then chain 1 and turn, and then for row 3, you're going to just single crochet evenly going across. You end up with 15 single crochet. Okay, and then for row 4, you'll chain up 1 and single crochet evenly across until you have 2 stitches left. Okay, so now I've done 13 single crochet and I have 2 stitches left, so I'm going to stitch those 2 together. So pull loop through the first one and then pull a loop through the second one, yarn over, and then pull through all 3 loops on the hook. So that's decreasing. And then turn, chain up 1. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to decrease. So you pull a loop through and pull a loop through the first 2 stitches, and then evenly single crochet going all the way across. So you end up with 13 single crochet. For the next row, chain up 1 and turn, and then single crochet in the first 9 stitches. So that's 9, and then you will decrease the next 2 stitches or combine them together. So pull a loop through, pull a loop through, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops, and now you'll turn and chain up, and then just now you have 10 stitches. So for this next row, you'll just evenly crochet across 10 stitches. Now that you've done that, chain up 1 and turn, and now you will single crochet in the first 7 stitches. Actually, no, 8, because you want to do 8, and then you'll be left with 2 left over, and you'll decrease, you'll combine those. So now you're left with 9 stitches in this row. Turn, chain up 1, and evenly go across this way, doing 9 single crochet. Turn your work, chain up 1, and now single crochet in the first 7 stitches. And then you'll combine the last 2 together. So in this row, you end up with 8 stitches. Chain up 1 and turn. So for the next 3 rows, all you'll do is evenly crochet going across 8 stitches, 8 stitches, 8 stitches. Okay, once you've done those 3 additional rows of 8, you'll just yarn over, make a slip knot, cut, and then weave the ends and cut that. And now we'll go to the bottom of the skate with the black. You'll take your black yarn and you'll want to start at this end, so at the toe end. So flip it and attach the black yarn to the tip of the toe there with a single crochet. And I'm just going to tuck the tail in as I go, and then just evenly single crochet going across the bottom of the skate. You should end up with 14 single crochet, and then you'll chain up 1 and turn, and now you're working as the heel. So just single crochet in the first 4 stitches. 2, 3, 4, and then yarn over, make a slip knot, and then you'll weave the ends through. Cut that. Okay, so now that you've done the whole boot mainly, we'll save these details for last. So next up we'll work on the blade. For the blade, you'll take your silver or gray and chain 22. Okay, so this will be the long piece that goes on the bottom. And then you're going to make a slip stitch in the second chain from the hook. So all you have to do is pull loop through and then pull that first loop through the second loop. And then you'll do that going all the way across. So you'll slip stitch in each stitch. You'll end up with 21 slip stitches. Okay, once you're done, you'll make a slip knot to finish off and you'll be left with the 2 tails. And you can just weave the 2 tails through. Let's try that again. No, this yarn is a little annoying because there's like so many separate fibers that can get caught. Jeez. Okay, let's just leave it at that. Okay, so now we want to work on these 3 pieces here. So you'll take your gray and single crochet. Oh, the tail already popped out of that. That was a fail. Okay, well, I'll tuck them in later. So you want to count in 2 stitches from the end, 1, 2, and in that 3rd stitch, you'll make a single crochet in the back loop only. So insert into that back loop. And make a single crochet, and then single crochet in the next 2 stitches in the back loops only. 1 and 2, and then chain up 1 and turn. Now you're going to enter into both loops, so front and back, and go across. 1, 2, and 3, and then make a slip knot, finish off, and we'll weave in all the tails later. So that is this first one up here. Then we'll work on the second one in the middle. So you'll want to count over 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and in that 4th one, enter with a single crochet, and you'll do the same thing. So 3 single crochet in the back loops only. 1, 2, 3, chain 1 and turn, and then go across again. 1, this time entering into both loops back and front. 2, 3, yarn over, and cut. Okay, and then that's the second one. And then for this last one, let me just make sure I'm right. So it should be 2 from the end, 1, 2, and then we want 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you're going to count over 1, 2, 3, 4, and enter into that 5th one, single crochet into that back loop only. And single crochet in the next 3 back loops. So you end up with 4 in this row. And then you're not going to turn, you're just going to leave that one right there. So yarn over, make a slip knot. So this one's a little longer, but it's shorter because it's going to fit right underneath the heel. So now I'm going to go through and just clean this up and weave in all the ends. So before we attach this, we're going to work on the laces next. You go back to the white and you're going to make a chain of 5. And this will essentially be glued right here onto the boot. So repeat that 1, 2, 3 more times. You have 4 white laces. Okay, so now we're going to attach the laces to the shoe. This is where you'll need your hot glue. Make a nice light. It's a little heavier than I would like, but just be careful. So you'll put about 4 chains on the front and then wrap it around and glue that last chain around the back. Just make sure we have enough room here. This one will go right on the top. That's good. I don't bother weaving in the ends because after I'm done gluing them, I'm going to pull all the ends through the back of the skate. And then just take your hook and pull the ends through. Now you'll take the black and cut a nice long piece and grab your tapestry needle like this. Put the needle on one end and tie a knot on the other end. I like to double knot it. Then you're going to make one of these little black laces, I don't know, what's that called, at the end of these 3 chains. So just insert your needle at the very end, pull it all the way through. Then we're making a French knot. So you bring the needle close to the work and wrap it around 2 times. Insert right next to where you put the needle in and pull it in. And there you go. And repeat that on the next one. Okay, and then just make a knot in the back somewhere. I like to just double knot it. Pull it tight, cut the end. Okay, and then the last little detail for the top, you'll take white and make a chain of 30. So make a slip knot and then chain to 30 with the white. Once you're done with that chain of 30, then just go back and weave in the tails. Now you're going to make a bow. So I just make one loop and then wrap around, pull through, just however you like to make a bow. And just pull it and work it until it looks even. That looks good. And then you want to just place it right there at the top. So I'm going to put some glue in the center and glue it right on. Now you're done with the laces. For the last part, we are going to glue everything onto the felt. I'm just taking some scrap felt here, and we'll start with the blade. I'm going to glue just the center and pull it as long as you can and glue it down in the center. Then I want the ends to kind of turn up a little bit like this. So then I'll take the glue on the ends, put it down, and just turn it up ever so slightly. Same thing on this side. Just ever so slightly turned up. And just make sure it lines up. Perfect. And now you can go in and just glue these pieces down. Okay, and then again, I just line it up. So what I'll do here is these will pretty much line up, but this is gonna overlap just a little bit. And it kind of all lines up. This one, for some reason, this one kind of went on top. So whatever works. And I'll just start by gluing that black row. Perfect. Got a tail here coming up. So I'm just gonna cut that. This gray yarn is very fibery, kind of annoying. Okay, now we'll just go along the middle of the boot here and glue that down. Now I want to turn this into a ornament, so I'm going to take some cotton cord, but you can take yarn or any type of twine or like jute rope. This is about how long I take. It's about the size of my forearm, just to give myself some extra room here, and then make a knot and just decide how long you kind of want that ornament string to be. Like that looks good. So I'm just gonna cut that and just decide how long you want it to be. I think right about there is good. So I'll glue that to the back. And then just go ahead and glue the rest of it down. Okay, so now you'll take your scissors and you're going to cut all the way around, cutting out all the felt. The trickiest part is going in through here and cutting out those two little squares. It takes a little bit of time, but you can do it because essentially you want it to be holes. So it took me a little bit of time, but eventually get it. And I'll meet you back here when it's done. All right, so now I'm done. I would say the best way to get that felt out of those holes is to use kind of like really sharp pointy embroidery scissors like this, so you can really kind of scoop out the details in there. But now I'm done with this, and this one's a cute ornament because I attached the cotton cord to the back. And this one I didn't attach it, but I figured it could be an applique. I could put it on top of a tote bag. I could make a greeting card by putting it on cardstock, and then you can use it as a greeting card. You could put it on if you made a pillow, or I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think other things that you could use these for. And also let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Head to the link in the description because that has all the written details as well as the materials that I use, links to materials. Let me know what you'd like to see next. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and have a great day. Thanks for watching.